Hello, online crew. Let's talk about personal branding today. This is a massive topic, particularly for people that are in an individual business, like entrepreneurs and direct sellers and home-based business owners, like what we represent here in this community. So it's really important to establish what your personal brand is. And a lot of people get confused around this topic. So it's a massive topic. I can't cover everything today, but I just thought I'd give you 3 things to consider. Hey, Teresa. Hello, Michael. Good to see. I've got comments today. So as you're jumping in, please say hello. Put the palm tree emoji down below. Hello, Olive. That's our mascot here. Hello, Norm. Lovely to see you on. That's our emoji here for our community that we've got here. If you are in my free Facebook community, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. Hello, Richard and Johanna. Put the fish down below. And if you're one of those lovely, important leaders in my online crew coaching community, put the cruise ship down below. Let me know where you're all from. Hello, Julian. Good to see you on. Hello, Patricia. So if we have not met before, my name is Helen Martin and I'm crew captain of this awesome community that we have here. And we are full of home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, direct sellers, those in network marketing, MLM. And what we do here is learn to leverage social media using modern online strategies. Okay, am I back? Just had a little connection issue that happened to me yesterday as well. So if somebody can just let me know that I am back and you can see me and hear me okay, that would be wonderful. Where was I at? Yes, us, our online crew community here. So we are learning to leverage social media to build our business the modern way. So when we do that, we can truly attract people to us instead of chasing people. No one wants to chase any customers or, convince anybody to join us in our business. We truly want to attract people to us. So what we do on social media is really important. How you position yourself on social media is really important. Hello, Carol. How are you? And Henry, the bot. Thanks, Carol. Thank you, Carol, for your comment. Thank you, Olive. So how we position ourselves on social media is going to make or break you. And this is where a lot of people in our particular industry are getting it wrong. So this is something that I work with people over a full month to get right in my branding course. I'm starting that again next week on the 7th of October. If you want to get your branding sorted out, for good, then feel free to join me next week for that. All the details are above. Okay. So, what's important for you to understand in this industry is its personal branding. It is very different to those people who have a bricks and mortar business. It is very different to people who create their own thing. So there may be entrepreneurs out there that create their own product, create their own little widget, whatever, that may be. So it's, it's their creation. So it's their business. They may have a business name around it. There may be, a whole identity around what somebody creates. When you are in this particular industry and you are promoting, somebody else's business. Hey, Cindy. You are promoting somebody else's business. So you are a distributor or an ambassador or a partner, whatever your company calls it, for somebody else. It's not your business. You didn't create it. You don't have any control over it. You don't have any decision making at all. It's actually not your business to control. So personal branding for this industry is very different. You need to understand this is very different to bricks and mortar businesses. And for those that are entrepreneurs, for something that they create and own and build and distribute and manufacture themselves. Okay, you get the difference? So in our particular industry, hey Judy and Bob, in our particular industry, when your product is somebody else's, So somebody else's business created by them, controlled by them, all decisions are made by them. What does personal branding mean? This is where we're at for entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, network marketers, direct sellers. Okay, this is what you need to think about. It's all about positioning on social media, and you want to position yourself. This is why we call it personal branding. It's not company branding. It's not distributor, ambassador, partner branding. It's personal branding. So we want you to be up in lights. We want your face and your name to be the thing that is up in lights. What sets you apart from everybody else in the same business, and you could have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of distributors, ambassadors, partners, or whatever, your company calls it, within that business around the world. So what sets you apart? What's the reason somebody would buy off you versus somebody else in the same company? It's your personal brand, guys. So it's your face, it's your name. So that's the starting point here. This is real basics. Like, I go into depth in this. I work with people like, a whole lot of questions, and we set up the page or rebrand an existing page that isn't working, and content creation, the whole thing. We go from sort of A to Z with your brand. So this is very, very basic sort of understanding. Okay, but you need to really absorb this for our industry, because when you are trying to build a business on social media, and you are posting, and you are doing Facebook Lives, and you are trying to work out things like the algorithm and do this and do that, and then plug in a bot and maybe even do some Facebook ads and all those kind of things. None of it means anything, guys, if you don't establish your personal brand, because you don't know who you're talking to. You think your product is, for anybody and everybody. And the broader that you are with what you talk about and who you talk to, the less results you're going to get. So when you're really clear about who you are, what you stand for, what your brand is, what it represents, what problems you solve, what your tagline is to the big wide world of social media, and you can be laser focused with that, and your content is congruent with that, that's when you're going to have success on social media. So what I mean by this personal brand is it's all about you, is it's your name, it's your face, it's your personal brand. So that's the first thing we really need to sink in. It's not a Facebook page with your company's products or name in the banner, and that's your business page. You don't want that. It's not you. You're just positioning yourself as a salesperson for somebody else. That's not a brand. It's just literally a salesperson for somebody else. So we don't want that. That's not a personal brand. That's just a business page promoting the fact that you work for somebody else selling their stuff. You're not going to grow a brand that way. Those of you that have pages or business pages and your banner says, live the life of your dreams. What does that mean? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're offering me. I don't know what solution you're solving for me. Hasn't got your face on it, hasn't got your name on it. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you can help me with. I'm going somewhere else. So if you're not clear on your personal brand, how can anybody else be clear on what it is that you're offering them on social media? So front and center, it's all about you. You're allowed to make this all about you. So you are the brand to start with, okay? Not the company that you're connected to, because that may change. Hey, Elena. Hello, Helena. Well, the thing is, when you got shut down and you develop your branding, when you have to, that's not going to open up for me. I'll go back to your comment, Elena. So it has to all be about you in some way, some capacity. Now, what you promote comes next. And are you really clear about what that is? And the way you become clear about what that is to ask yourself. There's two other questions. There's many questions. And this takes a lot of time. Like, you'd be surprised When I work with people for a month, how many times we go back and forth regarding their wordings and their pictures and their colors and their images and stuff to get their brand right. Like, you got to take this seriously, because everything you do on social media moving forward all comes back to your brand, whether people understand who you are, what you do, and you've got about 6 seconds on social media, guys, to get people's attention. So if somebody comes to your business page and they're not really clear about any of those things, like live the life of your dreams and it's just a picture of the ocean, it doesn't tell people who you are, what you do, what you represent, what problems you solve. It's not a personal brand. So this is what a lot of you need to tighten up on. But this is what makes you unique. It's you. You're the brand. There's only one of you in the world. We want to highlight certain things that you can bring to social media that nobody else can. Okay? So this is what makes you unique. This is what makes you stand out. It's you. It's your message. It's you, and there's so much more to this than what I'm saying in this video. It's about your target market and who you're talking to and relating to them and, all the rest of it, all that kind of stuff. I'm just giving you 3 little things to think about. So 1, it is all about you. You want your name up there. You want your photograph up there in your banner on your business page. So obviously, for those of you guys that are building business pages, that's heavily where this discussion is targeted. For those of you still sitting on a personal page and you haven't ventured into a business page yet, you can still start to create a personal brand on a personal profile by the things that you talk about, by the content that you put on your page. So you can start to build a personal brand on a personal profile and then branch out to a business page. Those of you that have already got existing business pages, how are you branding yourself? Is it reflective of you? So is it like your personal brand, or is it promoting somebody else's stuff so you just look like a salesperson? There are so many reasons why you don't want to do that. That's just one. I've talked about this many, many times. When you mention the name of the company in your branding, people don't need to ask you about it. They just go and Google the name of the company. Game over. Secret's out. No, doesn't... Why do they need to message you to work out what it is that you can offer them when they can go, oh, that's the name of the company, I'll just go and Google them, and then they're gone. Or they know somebody else that works in the same business has got, hey, I just got, and aren't you in that? And yeah, can you tell me more? You can lose people to other people in your own business when you mention the company name. Okay? Hey, Melanie, still working this out. And lots of people are. And I feel like I repeat myself with this because there's many of you that have worked this out, but there's many more of you that haven't. There are hundreds of thousands of people in this industry that have not worked this out yet. But it's the only thing that makes you stand out from the crowd is being uniquely you. So your personal brand, take the words as a massive hint, personal. It's you, it's not the company. It's not what the company even offers. It's what you offer. Okay? So many of you are caught up in the love of your company. It's the be all and end all, and that's what you want to promote on social media. Dangerous, guys. For so many reasons. It's not your company. What if it goes down? And most of them won't, but some do. Some do. One did only a few months back. Major, major implication for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. What if you change companies? So your whole brand was around a particular company and somewhere along the line you change your mind. I never thought I would, and I have. You might never think you will, but you might. So when your personal brand is all about you and your personality and what solutions you offer, it doesn't matter if you change company. Like, it didn't hurt me at all on this page, my social media presence, because I changed. Nobody knew unless I said something about it, because I don't brand my company. I brand me. My page is Helen Martin. I am very strong about what I do. I teach social media to network marketers, home-based business entrepreneurs that want to take that kind of business online. Very clear that you guys know who I am, what I look like, what my name is, and what I stand for. My company that I'm in is irrelevant. And I know some of you go, well, I don't get that. Why wouldn't I push my car? And some of you are being taught, push, 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 push. Post 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook. Push this video, push this webinar. This is what we want to, and you're throwing stuff out there which doesn't come from a place of love. It doesn't come from a place of care and empathy. It doesn't come from a place of, really showing the benefits of what you have. It doesn't matter what you have. It's what you have does. And that becomes your personal brand. Okay, so the first thing that you really need to grasp is that it's about you personally. That's what makes you stand out from the crowd. It's your personality. It's what you bring to the table. It's what you offer. It's what solutions you provide. It's what you can offer people. And you may not know at this point in time what all those things are. That's okay. It is a starting point to explore. The second thing to really consider, so there's 3 things I really want you to think about with personal branding. The second thing is, what do you want to be known for? So on social media, so have a think about that. What do you want to be known for? What is it that you want to portray to people that you do? So if somebody says, what do you do? How do you answer that? When it's not talking about your company, it's your personal brand. So how you can answer that is to know, what problems do you solve for people? What solutions do you provide for people? And make that part of your brand. Okay? There are so many different directions you can go in with this. There's so many different words that you can use in your branding, on your banner of your business page. There's so much content that you can create. But when you make that content congruent with the brand that you set for yourself, then that's when you start to attract the right people. Okay? So your vibe will attract your tribe. You don't want to attract everybody on social media. You actually don't. Now, people think the big wide world of social media, there's, over 2 billion people on Facebook alone. There's enough for all of you to attract people to you and build a viable business. Absolutely. But when you are all over the place, or you're not clear what you do, it's not clear how you can help people, it's not clear what problems you solve for people, people don't follow you. They don't stay because they don't really know what you're about. So when you think of any particular person, think high profile, think your Oprah, think your Tony Robbins, your Mel Robbins, whatever. Once you think of that person, you think of certain things. It's like, personal development, personal growth, whatever. They're just the amazing, training that they do. So you already know by thinking about a person's name what problems they solve. So think about for yourself. What problems do you solve? So give you a couple examples. Those of you within a particular type of a company. So let's say you're in a skincare company. So what problems do you solve? The problems that you solve is that you help people feel better about themselves. You help people gain more confidence with, using makeup, something like that. So your problem isn't, your brand isn't you sell makeup. You don't want to position yourself that you sell makeup. What problems do you solve for people? Maybe it's, how to, look better without using chemicals on your skin. So the problem you're solving is helping people gain that confidence and look better and apply makeup in a way that enhances all their features, but it's in a non-toxic way. So it's not the makeup. It's what the makeup does. It makes people, be more confident and feel better. And if you've got, toxic-free products, even better. Those of you that have a weight loss product, don't want to brand yourself regarding the weight loss product. You don't want a picture of the weight loss product. You don't want to promote just the weight loss product or the company behind it. You also need to think of the benefits of the benefits of the benefits. The problem you solve for people is think about what happens when people lose weight. how do they feel? What does it give them back? Some energy, some confidence. So think real tangible things. People buy your thing because of you're moving them away from pain or you're moving them towards pleasure. One or the other. It's the only reason why people buy, is because they think your thing is going to help them in some way. So what do you help people with? Think about that and make that your brand. What's the problem that you solve for people? What is the solution that you provide? And bring that into some wording of what you want to be known for, and it's attached to your name and your face. So work that backwards. What problems do you solve? What solutions do you provide people? Come back. What do you want to be known for? You want to help people. You want to be known as the person that can help people with X, Y, Z. So think about that, and then think of some words and a tagline that you can make your own. And your company is in the background. And so when you talk to people personally, or you have a call to action, if you would like more information on what I use or what I've done or what I recommend for you, what products I recommend for you to achieve this look, whatever, then message me or click this link or whatever you've got available to you to promote. That's secondary. It's not primary. The primary is you. Okay, you really need to think about this. And people in this industry that are attached to a company that they don't own, like network marketing and direct sellers and stuff like that, the last thing you want to do with branding on social media is make it all about something that you don't own, you haven't created, you've got no control over. Because something will happen. You'll change companies, or the company may go under, or the goalposts change and they change their comp plan and you're out and whatever, or whatever. People join people in business. They don't join things. And if they don't like you, they're not going to buy your stuff. So it is all about you, personal branding in this industry. Okay, bricks and mortar business is different. You create the product, whatever, different. We're talking about when you are a distributor, ambassador, partner, whatever words your company uses, and branding yourself. You can establish your brand and grow fans and followers no matter what you're doing in the background, no matter what company you're with. It's all about you. Okay, so this is really what a personal brand is. So those of you that have got business pages that are promoting, in the banner of your business Facebook page, or plastered all over your personal profile on social media, I would highly encourage you to stop that, because you're only positioning yourself as a salesperson for somebody else. Create curiosity by all means. You can easily create a lot of curiosity and intrigue on a personal profile about what you do, about the products and the benefits of the products. Just hide the picture. Just hide the name of the company and hide the what it's called, and just create some curiosity around it. You can still create great vibe on social media without naming the naming of the company or the products themselves. Okay, it's about curiosity and intrigue when it comes to that. When it comes to your longevity on social media, it's all about you and your personal brand. So you can make it what you want to make it. And your personality is your personality and only your personality. And when you drill down to this personal branding and what's unique about you, and you may not think that there's anything unique about you, but there's always something unique about everybody on this planet. You just got to find out what that is, and it might take time. You might, if you're doing live videos, it might take you a while to find your feet about what you want to talk about and what people are connecting with. And so it's not necessarily something you're going to know all the answers to straight away. And it's also not something that you feel you need to get 100% right, because your brand might evolve. You might evolve. Your skills will evolve. You might niche down to a particular area. It might be particularly social media. It might be particularly attraction marketing. It might be particularly skincare. It might be particularly weight loss. It might be particularly travel. It might be particularly jewelry. It might, it could be anything. You need to work out what it is that you want to concentrate on. Is it health and wellness generally? Do you want to be known for somebody who gives great tips for health and wellness? Great. brand yourself that way. Find yourself a tagline. Find the tagline that provides a solution. So you help people, live a chemical-free life, or whatever. I don't want to put words in your mouth. It's very important that your branding message comes from you. But 3 things to think about. It is all about you, and you want to grow that for years, because it's about you, and you can go in whatever direction you want, and you can add on different things as you go along, because it's you. You can create whatever you want to create, and you're not positioning yourself as a little lackey for somebody else's business. Does that make sense? Okay. Once again, I'm starting, if you need help with this, like you think you can work it out yourself, but you've thought about it for months and you're just still not there yet, join me next week for the last round of my branding course. This is the last course. I do it every month, but this is the last one I'm running for the year, because I'm overseas in November, and December's just, because I need a full month with you guys. Now, I do want to highlight those of you that are in my online crew coaching community, you get a $50 discount. It's actually cheaper for any of you guys to join my coaching community and get the discount on the branding course than just get the branding course. So if you want to know more about that, I've put my link to my messenger, Henry, my messenger bot. Just message Henry and I'll get back to you about those kind of details. And I also really want to encourage you guys, a huge part of your personal brand, when you work out what that is to then talk congruently on live video about what that branding message is over and over and over and over again. So when you talk about the same thing over and over again, then people get to know you as that person. So if I talked about horses over and over and over and over and over and over again, then people would get to know me as somebody who provides information about horses. I provide information about social media and things to make, help you be successful online. So people know what I do. There's no question mark about what I do. So those of you that have still got Facebook banners that say live the life of your dreams, it's too vague. Drill down what you do, what you want to be known for, and what problems do you solve, okay? Oh, I'm stepping on Debbie's toes. Sorry, Debbie. I'm not sure in what way, but you have said in a good way. I'm just trying to get across to you guys, if you want to stand out from the crowd, you need to be really clear. And you need to work it out for yourself. So when you're clear, everybody else is clear, and you'll find the right people to attract to you. When you're not clear and you're vague, then everybody else is vague around you, and people don't really know what you do. They don't really know what you're providing. So when there's that that word around it, it's going to be hard for you to find leads. It's going to be hard for you to make sales because it's not clear enough. You don't have a strong brand. People really don't know what you do or what you can offer when you're not addressing these things like, who are you? What do you want to stand for? And what problems do you solve? And people can work that out in 6 seconds. Oh, it's Helen Martin. She's got a funny hat. You know that woman with the funny hat on? So that's me. That's my brand. I'm not saying you need to do something like that, but people know that I'm about, social media, bringing it online, and I do things like social media attraction marketing, video marketing, those kind of things. It's really, really clear. Somebody can work out in like 6 seconds what I do and who I am. Can you answer all that for yourself right now? Like if somebody comes to you, if you've got a business page, is it that clear for you? If it's not that clear, you got a lot of work to do. And don't gloss over this. If you need to spend a little bit of money in getting this right, it's worth it, guys, because everything you do on social media moving forward relates back to that. Those of you that are doing Facebook ads, where do you think people go back to check out? If they don't want to plug in their email address and come a lead, they're like, oh, it looks interesting, but I don't know who that is. Where do they go back to? They click on the top of where they've seen the ad and it goes back to your business page. So your branding on your business page is where people will go and check you out. It's your billboard for your business. So if they see a Facebook ad of yours and go, oh, it kind of looks interesting, but I just check into it a little bit further before I opt in or whatever, they click on the name of the Facebook ad and go back to your business page. And so if your business page is vague, it's got crappy content on it, you're not going live where no one can see your personality and get to know you, you're doing yourself a massive disservice if you're doing Facebook advertising and your brand behind the person that wrote the ad is not clear. So there are so many of you doing Facebook ads that just cannot make that, they just are not making that connection. Your business page and how you brand yourself across the board from a business page, even flowing through to your personal profile, will make or break you. So you will give yourself a much better chance of success, especially if you're doing Facebook ads and somebody wants to know a little bit more about you before they opt in. If you've got a really strong business page, they can see who you are. They can see what your name is. If the page is easy to find, the name of your page is easy to find. Like that, oh, can't go wrong with Helen Martin. But some of you have confusing names. So if you have, or you have really hard names to spell, call the page something else. I'm just going to pick on Olive because your name's there. Like Olive Dodd is not a difficult name, so I'm just using Olive as an example. But let's say it was Olivia Martinez Dodden Bottom. I don't know where that came from. But let's say she had a really complicated first name and a really complicated last name, and that's what she called her page. And I see something and it's like, oh, I want to check out that lady. I've got no idea how to remember her name or remember the spelling of her name because it's just too many letters, too many words and whatever. You could change it to Marketing with Olive. Like my URL is Helen Martin Online because I couldn't get Helen Martin because somebody else has taken it. But do you see what I mean? Make it easy for people. The easier that you can establish a personal brand, the name, your name, who you are, what you look like, what you stand for, what problems you solve. There's a whole nother discussion about target market and customer avatar and all that I'm not even mentioning on this live video. So it's not as simple as just this, but this is your starting point. And I encourage you, if you need to invest a little bit of money to work this out, it is absolutely thoroughly worth it, because you could be posting on social media, doing live videos and doing Facebook ads that are going to lead to nothing because it's confusing to people on social media about who you are and what you do. Everything stems from how you position yourself on social media. So you've got to get this right. It's your foundation. It's your building block. It's your bricks to your house. If you're going to build a house, you don't put the roof on first. You build the bricks and you layer those bricks one by one. Your personal brand is building your bricks. It's your foundation before you can have anybody put a roof on it or come to you, those kind of things. So get your foundation right, spend some time and energy on it, and then, you can build your house. Okay, and build your brand and get fans and followers and those kind of things. So please don't underestimate the power of, establishing your personal brand. So as I mentioned before, it's actually a better investment. It's cheaper to get into my coaching community and get the $50 discount to the course if you want to look at that. If you want to explore that, just send me a message. The link is above. I'm ignoring Facebook's warnings, and I have got links above this video. I'm doing a bit of testing at the moment with my organic reach and putting links up and what kind of difference it's making. Every few months I do that, just my own evaluation of how it affects my own live videos. So I'll share that with you when I've got more data. Okay, now the doors are open to my video challenge as well. If you want to build a personal brand, you really should be doing live video. Do you have to? No. But are you going to stand out from the crowd if you don't do live video? No. Live video helps you stand out. Live video helps people get to know you. So the doors are open. I've also put a link to the group up above. If you want to know what it's about, you can get into the group and watch video 1. There's a welcome video and video 1, and explains everything how the video challenge works. If you don't like what you see, you're scared of the commitment, then you can leave the group. Okay, that's completely up to you. But I would highly encourage you, foundational wise, 2 things. 1, establish your personal brand. the right way, and 2, embrace live video. If you can do those 2 in conjunction with each other. So my branding course starts next Monday. The video challenge starts next, so the branding course starts on the 7th of October. The video challenge starts on the 11th of October. If you can do them at the same time, big commitment, I understand that. But it's I just want to let you know it's the last branding course I'm running for the year. So there won't be the opportunity to work with me on this until next year. Okay, so Lynn, I so want to do the branding course, but I'm going to have to wait for your first one in 2020. No worries, Lynn. Easy. So thank you for joining me. There are options for you. If you are serious about your business, click on some of the links above. And remember, the video challenge is free, 21 days. Commit to it, do it. It makes amazing difference, not only in your business, your online presence, but your life. And I know there's plenty of people that have done it that can vouch for that. Put your comments down below and let others know if you've experienced that yourself. Lynn's super excited about doing the video challenge again. Yes, it is exciting. So anybody's welcome to join that group now. Doors are open again. Links up above. So yeah, go and embrace live video. So thank you. This live was 2 hours before I'm normally live, and there was still basically the same amount of people on. So thank you for that. For those alive, those watching the replay won't know any different, but I'll be back to normal time, tomorrow. So have a great rest of the day, whatever part of the day it is for you, and I'll see you my normal time tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.